Hey everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft, but there's only one modded block. Since we last left off, I optimized the crop growing setup a bit more, and then I AFK'd while doing science. Okay, let me show you. So like 2 seconds after I finished the last episode, I realized, oh, yeah, I should probably use Supremium farmland. That's probably a good idea. It can't be worse than normal farmland. It seems like what it does is it gives an extra 10% chance of getting like a second essence when it's harvested. So, you know, a little bonus. But then I'm looking at these and I'm just thinking, it really doesn't seem to be growing any faster than when we just had crops on top of one layer of inferium growth accelerators way back in the beginning. So it turns out there's actually no difference between any of the tiers of the growth accelerators as to how fast they make the crops grow. The only difference is how much range they have. So the ideal setup is you want to layer 12 of each type underneath the crop all the way down to the bottom. So I just did a little experiment while I was AFKing. I have all 5 layers all the way down to the Supremium 60 blocks under the lead seed. There's only one there, and I hadn't had any lead essence before. And then with the uranium, I just have 2 layers down to the Prudentium. And again, I had no uranium essence before. So after the same amount of time growing, we have 7.8 thousand lead essence and 3.6k uranium. So it seems pretty proportional. And yes, we do want to build out all the rest of the layers underneath. We should be able to do that. I think, you know, especially with the extra inferium that we have, we should have plenty of Supremium to be able to do that and still have some left over. Also, humongous pro tip that someone shared that I just somehow hadn't realized is, okay, if I just keep shift clicking even after my inventory fills, watch the inferium up here, right? 22.8. I can just keep going. It goes directly into the system. I feel like a huge, gigantic idiot because in between episodes, when I check on the inferior and be like, okay, it seems to be piling up a little bit, let's tend to that. I would like do an inventory at a time, drag it in, then do another inventory. Frick. Well, thanks for the pro tip. I appreciate it. This has saved a significant amount of time for us. And yeah, so having the, even just the 2 layers all the way up to Prudentium underneath that extra 9 inferium, way more inferium than we're getting from any of the hopping bonsais. Like this is, the farmland is way better with this whole harvesting setup that we have if we want to get like huge amounts of any resource. And as you can see, I have 37,000 steel and 29,000 osmium. So you could say that things are looking up for our ability to make some of the reactor stuff, which people have said in a new update of this apparently goes away, but I'm scared of updating things. So we're still working on the reactors. Okay, so I did a bit of math, and it looks like in order to complete all the remaining layers of accelerators, we need 456 of each kind of accelerator. I hope I mathed correctly, and assuming that I did, we shouldn't have any left over, and it will be perfect. I'm sure I messed up somewhere. It'll be good. Well, also we have 60 existing Supremium, and you know, we get 3 per each recipe, so at the end of the day, I feel like we're gonna be okay, right? Look at our, let's check out our Supremium, 437. It's gonna go down like one by, actually no, it did that first when it was doing the auto crafting, so that's it. The rest is gonna go to the Supremium growth accelerators, and we're gonna be good. All right, so let's use the building gadget, and we'll get these things all placed. This is gonna be very satisfying. Oh yeah, look at that go. Look at that go. And hopefully we have a remainder 0. Tell me we have remainder 0. Can I just, no, frick, I messed it up. I clicked too fast. It's okay. It's okay. I can bring it back. We can recover. We can rebuild. I gotta be patient. I wanted it to all happen very fast. 1 and 0. Oh my God, we mathed it so good. Look at that. And then we just build it down. We're gonna have to do the Supremium underneath, but oh dude, once this is done, this is gonna be so satisfying to look at. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for incredible rainbow growth accelerator set remainder 0. God, I love it when math works out. Look at this. Okay, and then just the final thing is we need the Supremium. Ah, we're just out of range. Frick, there we go. Okay, we can remote auto craft it from here and be good. So 456 minus 60 is 396, right? I know how to math properly. Tell me it's 396. And did I don't have enough? Well, that's unfortunate. Looks like we may need the, wait, one of the crafting ingredients ended up needing itself? Huh? What are you doing? We've literally auto-crafted this stuff before. What are you on about? Yeah, so it turns out we don't have enough Supremium, even after I got rid of the error. Okay, so all the more reason for us to work towards the Supremium bee, which is a thing that I was told would be a good idea. But oh my God, look at this thing go. It should be like twice as fast basically for all the different essences as it was before. And like once we can replace one of these fields with fluorite, oh, it's gonna be popping off. Speaking of which, people did confirm in comments, you can find fluorite in the B dimension. So we'll probably just take another quick trip back there and hope that we can find it today. Don't worry, we'll make it quick, cut, and short. But I'm determined eventually we will get it, or we can keep working towards the end tier of the one block, which is why I kind of want to like try making a supremium shovel with silent gear, because those break honeycomb faster. I don't know what's up with like supremium shovel versus silent gear, supremium shovel, and why they act differently. Okay, so supremium shovel head, and I don't know if we need to get efficiency 5 on this, but I just want to check really quickly. Does it break the honeycomb? It does really well. Why are these really good for honeycomb, but I just make the normal one and it's just like, nope, sorry, you're out of luck. Okay, so this, should I silk touch on this though? Maybe I should silk touch, but then, oh my God, dude, if I apply efficiency 5, this is gonna be an absolute machine. Like, I'm probably just gonna break Minecraft because things are not supposed to mine this quickly. But you know what? If I could crash the game by mining too quickly, that would be kind of an amazing accomplishment. All right, Silk Touch and Efficiency 5. And, okay, let's see how this goes. Oh boy, what a machine this thing is gonna be. Here we go. Why is it slower now? Okay, it's not slower now. It's just, there's a weird thing, like when it hits something that is not shovel mineable and then it moves back into like the honey blocks, it slows down or something. I'm not entirely sure why it works that way, but it did seem to be slightly faster before the efficiency. It's going quickly, at the very least. It's going just as quick, I think, as we were with any tier before. So, I think it's falling down. No, just kind of giving the illusion for a second. All right, let's work our way towards the end. All right, I want to make sure it's working properly and I'm not doing anything terrible here. Seems to be good. We're getting a lot of these like honey slimes or something like that. I hope you guys are enjoying. I wonder if eventually we're gonna hit some mob suffocation death limits there with entity cramming or something like that. But you know what? I like not having to worry about it for the time being. Hey, there we go. We got a new section and this should go quickly. Yeah, this goes nice and quick with, other than the obsidian. Oh, dude, this is gonna get us a lot of the ore quests and stuff inside of the ore section because I haven't gone and searched for these specifically in the Nether. So this is nice. This is nice. And then, well, this is all the stuff that's gonna happen in the end section. But yeah, okay. So again, just checking everything's where, oh God, dude, with the Nether though, it's like, are you guys stopping? Oh, it's the freaking soul sand. It's preventing some of the blocks from moving because soul sand's obviously like 1 pixel lower than other blocks. So I just have to make sure that if I stop, it's a blaze that I hear. Hello, mate. I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm just going to try to take you out without taking everything else out. I hit the slime, got the blaze. It's not like we're hurting for blaze rods, you know, so I think we're good there. But it is making me think maybe I should retrieve some of these dudes and just clean out the pen a bit. Turns out it's really difficult to get the cow into the pen because it's a little busy in here. So I'm starting to think maybe I don't necessarily need the cow. It's a little ridiculous. Go down. There we go. We got him out. It works. Perfect. I will let the Drigme run free with the carbuncle. Enjoy your life. Please do not push the other one off of the tightrope, okay? He's already there. That's his thing. Don't interfere. Don't make me regret this. I genuinely have no idea where to put these guys, so I'm just gonna put them in the system. And hey, look, it's all clear, and I don't have to worry about splash damage if I try to take out a blaze. All right, well, let's crank through a few more of these really quick and see if we can complete a good bit of those ore challenges. Still working? Oh, still working well. It sounds, oh. Okay, well, he had to go. Oh, hey, you guys. Wait, you know what? You can feed him coal, right? In order to tame him. And so far, I've not done that at all. You guys, do you want to be friends? It's not work. I'm trying to give you coal. Why are you not nice? I'm literally trying to save you from a miserable existence, but okay, go ahead and be that way if you'd really like to. Turns out you need to be fire resistant when you tame them. So I'm hoping that this will work. And then I can have a couple friends instead of foes, right? Guys, right? Here we go. Let's try this now. Are you working? Hello? You got please love. There we go. Much better. Are you both? There we go. Okay, I need to get you out of here now, which I guess lassos again to the rescue. Oh wait, I can just use one lasso for both of you. Please don't make me regret it. I swear to God, if you guys are freaking like hostile and tell me I can carry on or something like that. Tell me that I can use carry on, because otherwise I don't know how to get you. Okay, I can't. All right, if you ever wondered what a fox's tail looks like, there it is. Let's please do not make me regret. Just sit. There we go. Good. Do not make me regret this. Do not make me regret this by attacking any villagers or other things. You just sleep. You look so cute. Wow, they're so you can keep each other company, and this is great. Oh man, I love the Nether section. We don't have to worry about water. We don't have to worry about. I'm sure there's some bad guys actually. I take back what I was gonna say, but we're getting a lot of challenges done as well. I mean, look at this. How many do we have left? Is that it? We got them all. That's it. That's huge plays right there. Okay, very nice. Well, that's some 1-block mining for now, and that leaves how many sections until we get to the end? Wait, it may literally just be after the Nether section. Yo, what are we at right now? 4,300. I wonder if the end happens around 5,000. All right, I'm gonna take another trip into the beat. What? How did you guys? What the frick happened there? Wait, hold on. Do I have any more bee cages ready to go? Where did you guys come from? What the heck happened? Hold on. I can get you guys. I can bring you into the family. Don't fly away. Here, I got you. Where are the others? They fly away so fast. Don't leave. They just like default to flying into the void. It's like, why? Don't you have an instinct to live? Stop running away. I promise the bee cages are a very, very nice, cushy place to live. They're great. Very humane. Oop. And one more. Oh, you're even trying to pollinate already. Don't worry. Maybe eventually you'll be able to go in there. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And on that note, now we go to the B dimension. And I'm just gonna hopefully, I don't know. So people were saying that it seems to exist more so around like low Y elevation, the fluorite that is. I don't know if I can actually fly around freely down there though, is the problem. But anyway, perhaps what I'll do instead is just try strip mining here around the exit. And hey, you know what? The shovel destroys things pretty quickly, so fingers crossed we see something, right? Wait, mana steel, wait a minute. We definitely like didn't see mana steel when we were flying around before, so that leads me to believe there may actually be new ones down here. Ichor, did we find Ichor? I'm not entirely sure, so I'm gonna, you know what? You're telling me there's a chance. This mining goes crazy. Oh my God. Not having too much more luck. Oh, what was that? What was that? Solium. Wait, okay, yeah, this is definitely like, dude, this is different stuff. This is for sure different stuff. Okay, come on, fluorite, let's go. Ghostly comb. What in the world even is that, bro? I've got no idea. Let's go, we got it. Come on, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, comment. Thank you, comment, for telling me that it was at like, you know, around y=6 to y=8 in elevation, dude. Okay, well, that's great if there we go, picked them up. And that's plenty. That is plenty right there for us to be able to get on going with the fluorite seeds. So, and then I can just fly on back, dude. We can freaking zoom. Okay, let's go. That was profitable. Yeah, we never would have found that if we were flying around, because flying around is like, well, y=60 or so. Yeah, that's massive. Now we can replace some of the seeds. I don't actually know. Which one should I replace? Should I replace the Inferium? If we're gonna go Supremium B, then I really don't need to be growing the Inferium anyway. So yeah, those are probably the ones to do. And let's replace with fluorite, then we can get fluorite to like super duper catch up to some of the other stuff. I'm just gonna set up a temporary powered centrifuge right here and just throw all of the fluorite into it, or at least 64 of it. And then, I mean, I'm only really gonna end up making one seed for now, I guess. Oh, that is something, is it doesn't look like when I'm harvesting over there with create that it's giving me, is it giving me extra uranium seeds? It's not, I didn't think so. So it may actually be worth planting some into some of the hopping bonsais, because that that yields extra seeds, whereas the create setup doesn't. And yes, I have seen your comments about making the seed reprocessor. I just haven't, it hasn't seemed really necessary, just because like we're getting so much essence that, yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem like a big deal, but anyway, okay. So I'll plant some in there, and then I'll probably just in between the episode as I'm AFKing and seeing more seeds popping out, then I'll just kind of, propagate some into the farmland. But maybe I'll do one of each for the time being. I'll make 2 seeds. All right, and that will be 2 fluorite seeds, 1 for over there, and then 1 to get more seeds using the hopping bonsais. I have a slot that I think, I put some nether quartz just on this one because I had nothing else to do, but let me put the fluorite there. I'll kind of get that cranking out, and I suppose I can pop the nether quartz seeds just, over here in another one. I'm doing this just so if we need to, we can make some omega drives in the future, and then there we go with the fluorite. Okay, this is good, dude. Fluorite production kicking up, and now we need more supremium to finish full steam ahead on all that stuff, and then we'll be able to start making some of the fissile fuel. Okay, so supremium B has been a pretty big recommendation for a while, and the way you get it is you need to make the spawn egg, and you do that through infusion crafting. You have to like level it up from having a Prospera B spawn egg, for which we have to do the genetic stuff that I've been trying to hold off on because I don't want to squish bees. That said, there is a gene upgrade thing, whatever it's called, the Pokey gene sampler that you can make and put in a hive, and it will slowly extract genes from visiting bees, totally not hurting them in the process. But it does seem better than like straight up squashing a bee. So I'm gonna make this, and I'm gonna put it in the hive for a very short amount of time. The hive that has our Prospera bee in it. And then we will hopefully get genetic material without having to completely squash a bee, because I don't want to do that. I'm not completely heartless. The only time I squash bees is when I'm doing random loot drops and I need to see if they drop blaze rods. So, but otherwise, I would never do a thing like that. So the Prospera bee is in this one, and I kind of want to monitor it. Here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that if I leave it here, I'm going to forget about it, and I'm going to come back, and they're all going to be dead. I'll have some genetic material, but they're all going to be dead. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm gonna sleep on it, and then I'm gonna make the bee genetic extractor thingamadonger. And by the time that that's done, please tell me that I will not have a bunch of genetic material and a bunch of dead bees, because that would be very, very sad. So anyway, there's a whole quest line for this that we're apprehensive to go into. Bee crafting. Some bees can only be spawned from their eggs. Cool. Check. Good. So we need to make the baby incubator, which, I mean, at least it's like really cheap to do all this stuff. Bro, I'm just like, I don't want to do this to the poor bees, but I guess it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, there we go. The baby incubator. I assume it doesn't need any power. There's an upgrade to go with it. Oh, you can get new baby bees when you put this into the hives and stuff like that. So this thing just needs eggs and genetic material, and supposedly will cause new bees to happen. I guess it does need some power to go with it. So yeah, there we go. It's best place to wire this thing up. Okay, please have given us some genetic material, but we still have the bees, right? Nothing. Come on, man, work. Actually, I don't know why I'm checking the hive. Like, it would end up inside of the system here if any happens, but it hasn't happened yet. So, all right. Well, I'll just keep checking if they have all their health. Anyway, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the Prospera bee to get poked, why don't we start the big project? The Fission Reactor. It's going to be, again, very long, multi-episode, multi-state process, but I do think we've got enough steel to kind of start cranking things out. So I did do one more thing in between episodes, and that is I just set up this extra ultimate infusing factory. And I also added crafting upgrades for all the enriched materials on all of the infusing factories. So then I'll run out if I have to do a really big craft request, which I'm gonna have to do here. So, okay, there's a really nice Reddit thread where someone made an absolutely gigantic reactor project, and they outlined exactly how many of each material we need to do it. So for the 18 by 18 by 18 fission reactor, which is max size, we need a lot of things. The biggest of which is the fission fuel assembly. For these, we need 1920, perhaps the resolution of your monitor, and we need one for each of those horizontal pixels. Let's see how much this takes. I don't know if we're gonna have enough, but it should be close. 1920. We are missing a little bit of lead, but actually that is not too big of a deal because I haven't added a lead recipe into the system for lead essence. So if I just crank out a bunch of these really quick manually, because we can't have two different lead crafting recipes. Although it would be so much quicker if I just did the lead crafting recipe with the essence instead of having to smelt down the lead ore. This is gonna take a lot longer this way, but at least this way, I think we can have it going in the background. Again, gonna be a lengthy process, but can I at least queue it up now? 1920, yep. Oh boy, he's gonna do it. Here we go. 10,000 steel, 13,000. This is why we set up the farm. You're gonna be hearing that buzzing for a while. Wait. Okay, it's going. It's gonna slow down though, probably once it gets through the buffer of existing lead. Only downside. However, we can check the ultimate smelting factory and it is cranking them out pretty nicely. So at least we have that going for us. Okay, so that's one. Then the next most thing that we need is 1,015 reactor glass. But at least this way, we're not gonna have any waste and we know the exact amounts that we need. It's a thing of beauty. How about the genetic material? Still none of that. Please, I need genetic material. Well, don't worry. While we wait and listen to the beautiful sounds of Mechanism, there is more to do. So a new quest appeared in the overworld section, Creeper Spawn Egg, and I'm really curious if this completes the overworld section and also then leads into this, and then we finish the Nether section, which would be like 2 birds, 1 stone, absolutely massive. So let's see, how do we make this? Okay, so it's silent gear, so we need more of the enriched chaos crystals and soul gems, and just like we made the silverfish spawn egg, basically. Fortunately, we already have 21 of these. And then did I can't remember. Did I add a crafting recipe for that? No, of course. Why would I add a crafting recipe for those? It's fine. It probably wouldn't queue up at the moment because we're making 2,000 reactor dongers. So yeah, but we'll make more manually. So I still haven't like fully looked into what the whole, chaos thing is and if it's gonna ruin our life or anything like that. So still not entirely sure. I guess I can't auto-craft these, right? It has to be done in here anyway, unless maybe there's a way to like set up auto insertion for this, but it's complicated because you can't like shift things in. You have to, anyway, is what it is. And then we needed an egg and those things, and then we should be good, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we got egg in there, and then that, and then that, and here we go. Tell me we're gonna knock out 2 challenges, right? I probably have to insert the creeper egg into the spawner. I don't know if it'll just count. There we go, creeper spawn egg, beautiful. And so we got that. It's still not done. There's still more. Oh my God. But it did unlock this. At least one of the sections is full completed now. Beautiful. So the whole thing with me struggling trying to get the silverfish spawner, I actually need to do that. That's good. That's nice to hear. And yeah, that is just like a vanilla Minecraft bug that sometimes it just doesn't work the first time around and then you have to do it again. So how many do we have though? How many are we at? 670. Okay. It's gone through obviously the initial buffer of lead, but it's still cranking them out. I'm starting to think that our Pokey gene sampler isn't working or something like that because there's no gene material entering there unless somehow it does stay in. No, it's just full health. What good are you anyway? It's really gonna force me to squash a bee. I don't want to do that. That is unethical. And the people who watch this they're all about ethics, many of them. Okay, so our fluorite is moving along, and obviously I'm gonna wanna put this on autocraft and then a crafting card upgrade importing over into whatever this device is called over here. But in the meantime, let's see if we start getting fissile fuel out of here. If you thought the sounds over there were beautiful, oh man, just listen to the symphony over here. And can you imagine if these were all running and processing too at the same time for every single thing? Is it happening? Let's go. Fissile fuel is in production. Now the issue is, until we get the reactor set up and going to where it can consume this, we definitely wanna have it pumping into something that just holds a ton so we're not wasting time. So we can just have a lot of fissile fuel ready to go when we want to boot up the maximum sized everything reactor and stuff. So, okay, this is good though. And yeah, it's run through all of the fluorite already. So I guess let's just set that up. And as soon as we start getting more fluorite seeds, keep in mind that's all just from the farmland over there. Let's see, have we generated any more? We haven't gotten any new seeds yet, unfortunately. But once we do, then we can start like cranking this out even more. And how many are we at? 1,046, 47. We're over halfway there, making progress. Anyway, so fluorite crafted from the essence, and all we got to do is put that into here, and then we just make a crafting card upgrade, one of those, and just wire up that port in the This isn't gonna go for a bit. It's got some more work to do before that. Yep, but it's in queue. Yeah, one sec. Man, I'm waiting for the auto crafting to complete. I'm just like reading up, trying to make sure that I'm using the gene sampler upgrade correctly. And in this Reddit thread, everyone is just like, squash the bees. The upgrade is slow. Squash the bees. Use an anvil. Squash them. You will get genes very quickly this way. You don't want to wait for the upgrade. It's terrible. Just mash them into pulp and genetics. I'm just like, it's so sad. I don't want to do it. Nobody will forgive me ever again. But it doesn't. Oh, wait, prosperity. Let's go. But does it have to be 100%? Speak of the freaking devil. Hold on. Wait, tell me that this works though. It satisfied the quest. So okay, I gotta, it says only 3%, but I don't know if that matters. Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta craft it, I think, with the honey treats in order to get the thing that I need here, right? So I do that, and then we have a Prospera Bee honey treats. And if I just put this back into my inventory, I'll get the quest complete here. Yep, okay, brilliant. And please tell me that this works. I think it's gotta be 100%. No, wait, it's moving. No, just kidding. It's moving. It was just slow. I thought it wasn't working. I got faked out. It's happening. We have two slow things going simultaneously. Really, really long crafting and also really, really long bee creation. You know, we're creating life. It's gonna take a while. It's understandable. Dude, we're getting close though. Only under 300 away from our full row of pixels worth of stuff. 1 pixel away. I'm hanging on by a thread here, hoping that it's gonna work, even though it's only 3%, because if I need to get to 100%, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I can't wait for that 33, 34 times. It's just not gonna happen. Come on. Please work. I'm gonna have to crush a bee. Can't do it now. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for this. Heck. It finished! Well, it's one shy for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but there we go. Let's complete the full 1920. Beautiful. And now do I have the exporter that I need? Let's see if we can queue that up really quick. And then the crafting card. Okay, so we got our exporter. Do we have our crafting card? Did that all work out? Yes. Beautiful. And then we just need to be exporting fluorite. Perfect. Okay, I don't know if this is the front of the machine or not. But let's have it export fluorite. And if I put the crafting card in here, it starts going. Let's go. Wait, this is so sick. Okay, so I feel like the next thing is maybe just putting a real gnarly huge tank as big as we possibly can next to this so it doesn't just hit capacity, which it's already hit capacity, even though I don't have any speed upgrades on any of the machines there. So what is the biggest tank that we can make is probably the ultimate fluid tank, which is it's only 112 buckets. Oh, what about a creative one? Surely we can, no, we can't do that. All right, well, that's fine. And we love auto crafting because we can just instantly queue up ultimate tanks as needed. I don't know, maybe we could craft 5 of them. And that way we'll have many millibuckets of these things. I can just basically pipe from, I can go basically pump into one tank and then into the next one and the next one, just kind of like daisy chain them. Or I guess I could just wire them all up in parallel and it'll fill whatever one's available. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Also, I just realized I'm not exactly sure if this is a liquid or a gas, or if it even matters for that matter when it comes to the tanks. But yeah, let's just give it a try. I'm gonna guess liquid? It's a gas. Hopefully it's still, gases are fluids too. Gases are Yeah, okay, that's not. You know what is fine? You know what? Mechanism pipes, they have buffers. I can literally just attach a wall of pipe here and it'll fill it up. Perfect. Yep, okay, cool. This is great. Okay, so we just take pressurized tube and each and every single one of these has a capacity of, is it really a million millibuckets? Cool, cool. Why have tank when you can have great wall of pipe? And also, if you're unfamiliar with mechanism, the beauty of it, and I think it still works this way, is that throughput is increased by simply having more pipe. Yes, even if I have it outputting through that one singular pipe, it goes faster when I have great wall of pipe. We love mechanism physics. I also need 1015 reactor glass, which is why I had to set up the enriched iron in the new infuser in between episodes. But why don't we queue that up? And I'm curious how quickly this goes on us here. Okay, pretty fast. Not bad. And this is why we have the crafting upgrade, but I don't know if the crafting upgrade can actually keep up with the amount of enriched carbon that's being consumed here. This might be a slight problem. I may not, wait, hello, crafting upgrade, please be fast. Wait, uh-oh. That's the problem, is the enriching factory is working on the lead right now instead of working on the coal. We're gonna have a problem here in just a moment when this runs out. Oopsie daisies. This is why obviously it's preferable to use the lead essence, and admittedly, I wonder if I should have, made another lead seed and put it inside a hopping bonsai so I could get more than just one seed? Yeah, because we're gonna need more of that, possibly. You know what? Just kidding. I thought we were gonna have problems, but we made all the reactor glass. It always seems to do one recipe too little for some reason. Come on, just make the last four. It's like, it just wants a little bit more attention. There we go. Okay, so we have the reactor glass. We have all the fission fuel assemblies. The last thing would be, how many of these do we need? 708 of the casings, and that takes care of it for like the real big quantities. We're just missing a little bit of lead, but I think if we just manually fill that in, and then by the next time, maybe we'll be able to transition over into just using the essence for crafting instead, because it'll be much better. But here we go. Now let's try that again. 708, and we can queue it up. The other things are control rod assemblies, 128, fission reactor port, 13, and that's it, actually. So we knocked out the big ones. 708 fission reactor casings. Whew. All right, that's the core ingredients in big quantities to make the maximum size fission reactor. So on that note, we'll save construction for next time. And then we also, I guess we don't necessarily have to do the boiler, but it might be a good idea. And then we have to do the turbine. So this place is noisy. Oh boy. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like the video. If you did, sub to the channel to stay tuned for nuclear reactor assembly. I hope it doesn't explode, because that would be very bad. Oh God, that's gonna be a huge hazard. I gotta be very careful with the AFKing on that. And yeah, check the playlist if you've missed any episodes. I'll see you next time.